All right, guys. We're going to take a look at our man and zone offense. It's going to be called 5-game. This is going to offer a lot of flexibility in what we do. It's going to teach us how to play the game of basketball in terms of moving, finding the open man, jumping to open spots, moving without the basketball, moving with the basketball, penetrations, looking with the ball and looking down low. A whole bunch of different options that can be run out of this. It's going to teach us how to run an actual, motion offense, and so we're pretty excited about this. So let's go ahead and get started and let's take a look at it. Very first easy setup. That's with the 1 up front. The 4 and 5 are going to be set up initially up high with the 2-3 because they're going to initiate the offense by setting a down screen. You see this? They set in. The 2 and the 3 walk in to get the ball to set their man up. The ball's then swung, and then 4 and 5 simply flare back out. We're filling spots for the basic setup. We're going to show you a couple of other options here in just a second, but for the most part, that's how the offense can be initiated. Okay. The ball is now in the 3's hand over on the wing. What does the 1-man do? Where does the movement come? The 1-man will set his man up, walk into his man, walk him away, as they say, and then his job is to take the top foot and curl and try to get to the basket. Notice when that number 1 took the top foot and curled, the 2 started setting his man up. So as soon as the 2 sets his man up, he's setting it up, trying to take his top foot, and he's going to replace the 1. The ball is then swung to him. The 5 set his man up and replace the 2 spot. The 1 will fill in that spot. We'll look at that one more time really quick, and that is as the 2 is stepping up and getting the pass, 5 is setting his man up, and 1 will replace the 5. See where it just happened there? Pops up. We are now, again, in our 5-out look. Now, from this look, it's pretty simple. What does the 2 do then? Well, the 3 just passed the ball. The rule is whoever just passed the ball needs to cut and needs to move. Notice the 1-man was the first one to make the cut to the basket. Since the 3-man was the second pass, the 3-man's going to be the one to cut. He sets his man up, and next comes the curl. He's taking the top foot, trying to get right in front of him. On offense, we want to get in front of the defender. On defense, when we're playing defense, we never want to let the offensive guy get in front of us. Remember that. We never want to look at the back of a jersey. But on offense, this is exactly what we want. So the 3-man will, again, I'm going to replay that for you. 3 will curl off of it and go. Notice when the 3 is making his cut, that is when the 4 is starting to work into his man, take top foot, and come out. Notice where the 3 replaces. If he doesn't get the ball, he replaces right back out to the outside into one of those 5 spots. That's it. That's the basic idea of how to get open and the basic movement. However, that doesn't get us a score. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Let's reset it. Let's act like the 3 just passed the ball to the 2. The obvious thing that we want to try to do is 3 is going to set his man up, or possibly it's not necessary. 3 is going to make a cut. We're going to hit him for a layup. Every single cut we make in this offense is designed to get a layup. It's designed to score. I will always say this. You'll always hear me repeat this over and over. Cut with a purpose. If your purpose is to score, if your purpose is to get open, if your purpose is to get the ball, cut with that idea in mind. Notice, even though that pass is made, 4 is not just standing. 4 is moving, possibly even replacing, because what happens if that pass doesn't go? The 4 doesn't know it. So let's get it back into after that original set happened. So the 1 cut through, 5 and 4 are in their spots. So let's just say we're in this look right here. I put 3 blue marks out there because those are 3 spots that at any point people can flash and post. By posting, that means posting into 1 spot or 2 spots right here, or flashing into the high post. If we're playing versus a zone, it probably won't be these 2 blocks that are going to be the open spots. It'll more than likely be these areas known as the short corner over here and over here. But this spot is always a prime place to get the basketball. So what you're going to look at is getting the ball into these 3 spots versus a man, and we would actually move those blue spots out to over here and over to here versus a zone. But the same idea happens, and that is we want movement in through the zone. Okay? So let's just say versus a man, the 5-man is there, and the 5-man had already replaced in and then back up. The 1 flared out to this spot. 3 had already cut through. 4 had replaced his spot. We're now in this position. What can the 5 do? Well, the 5 can just simply make a cut in to the basket as well. We want layups. That's fine. But let's say that pass doesn't happen. The 5 made his cut, but he wasn't open. The 1 has a job. That job is to bust in and then bust out. When he busts out, takes the top foot, 2 will more than likely dribble over and make this pass. Notice where the 5-man goes. You see him tucked behind that blue circle. The 5 is now getting into one of our prime spots that we want the ball, and that's down on the post. He is going to post on a player. 5 and 4s happens a lot. Now, we have a team that we don't really have those numbers as a luxury, but those are spots that we would love to get the ball. So right there, 1 would put a post entry, 5 can score. We like that down on the block. At any point, anybody can still make a cut. 4, 3, 2, anybody can still make a cut. Now let's say that 5 ball wasn't open. Let's just say it's back into the 1's hand. What else can happen? Well, 2 was supposed to make a cut, but let's say the 4 saw something right before that. 4 dashes right into there, gets the ball, 2 fills his spot, and now all of a sudden we've got a nice little high-low here. 4 can hit the shot, or he can always look opposite to one of these 2 players. 3 could even crash in if he wants, and we can all of a sudden get a good look over on this side of the floor, and all of it, and get some really good things from dribble penetration. 5 could flash back across. We can do a lot out of this. But again, guys, the basic idea of what we are looking at is that we have 5 spots plus those 3 blue spots. That's where we're looking to get. 5 outside spots, 3 inside spots, and flashing and moving and constantly moving. Anytime somebody is making a cut, somebody else is moving to replace, and we are going to try to play this once we get into the half court. So I hope this helps. We'll have a lot more to go over when we get into practice. Whole bunch of different options of who else can post and where we can flash. But again, for the basic ideas, this is going to be our 5 game.